Good evening, viewers. Welcome to this episode of our webinar regarding mortgages, everything to do with mortgages. We have two segments. Once you have to buy a house, and then you have to get a mortgage. And you have newcomers, we have people who want to refinance their house, they want to get a bigger house. There are so many complications. No, don't worry about it at all. All you need to do is talk to us. But we have a special system for you to talk to us. We have made a new system where you can log on, become a member of a site. From within the site, you can email anybody, any of our agents. You can talk to them on phone. You can chat with them on a web. You can make an appointment by your own accord. And you can see webinars like this regularly without just be a member. Let me take you to your site. Now my name is Saurabh Sandhu, Captain Saurabh Sandhu, and I'll be a host today, and I will take you around the site. And I work with the Center Mortgage Smart, Inc. I'm a mortgage agent, and I'm a licensed professional. So without thinking, I will take you to the site. I will make a member, how easy it's to become a member. We will do all that as we go along here. Let me share my screen. 1 second. So here we go. The mortgage site name is www.mortgagevoice.com. Why did it go off? I'm back. I thought that was a technical problem. Just hold on 1 second. Very soon we're going to do this. Okay. So our site name is www.mortgagewise.info. It's an easy site, and we come here at the front page. Now we have a nice little video here. If you want to hear, I want you to hear it.
Welcome and congratulations on finding the site. We are committed to being your one-stop shop for all mortgage advice. With the support of technology this year, we are putting an emphasis on meetings done through video and online webinars, which help us help the planet and help us all save on valuable resources. The core mission of the MortgageWise info portal is to serve you by providing up-to-date information about mortgages and other lending products by videos, articles, webinars, and live video meetings Canada-wide. We are pleased to serve you when you are ready to proceed with a new purchase, refinance, or switch your mortgage. You can book an appointment with the mortgage advisor of your choice by setting up a live meeting. This is a safe, effective, face-to-face communication method in real time. It saves us all by helping us all save on time, fuel, and the energy costs associated with setting up and attending live in-person meetings. Together, we could serve the environment and reduce our collective carbon footprint. Take action today and click on the Book an Appointment tab and follow the simple steps. We are delighted to offer you weekly webinars and provide you with the opportunity to have all of your questions answered by our experienced team of licensed consultants. Select the webinar tab and reserve your spot today. Our team is committed to being your trusted source for mortgage advice in providing you with the education to make the wisest investment decisions. We look forward to serving you this year and for many years to come.
So that was a video which you see right in the beginning. You can hear it again once you are uh, doing live with the site. Now, if you're not a member, you have so many tabs you can go inside. We can go here, members entry, but we had it here down below. We're telling you this me telling you what is happening here, uh, why you're going to love this. And is here Kamal Dillon. She's part of the plan. She says, why should you trust me? And see so many things we do. Which we are a licensed company called Mortgage Centum Smart. And then we have these success stories and 5 best things to do. Why are you doing this? You're saving valuable time, saving fuel by not driving, saving the planet, the most important thing. And of course, the best education. We put videos and other articles for your education, and we have these webinars also. And we are representing everybody in Canada. It's not only Toronto, it is right across from Vancouver to Prince Edward Island. We are doing everybody because this is a virtual office, and we are very happy that you are seeing this, and I hope you guys like it because you are going to be responsible in saving the planet. The planet, this, is a convenience for you. You don't have to go 3 hours, 4 hours driving to meet a broker. You can do a web chat with them right from within. We'll take you there and talk to them as if you're in their office. You can book an appointment when you want to talk to them right from within the screen. So explore the site. It's very important. The first page gives you a lot of information. And it's now very easy to become a member. And moreover, we have also a 15-minute pre-approval check. That means if you want, you'll be pre-approved for actually getting your mortgage in 15 minutes flat. Right? If all the questions, they're going to ask you 8 questions. If all the 8 questions are correct, you get an approval. You can go to we can get your mortgage based on that. Not a problem. So you're doing half the work. You save some money. And of course, let's become a member. Become a free member. Let's see how to become. So you press this, and automatically you come to a site. You're not a member yet. So you want to be let in. Okay, let me in. So let me in. And now I'm going to say, you can choose any username you want. Let's say it is George, an email address. We have to give something. So let's give Sarab at iCloud.com. And this is George, and the last name is Sinclair. And now you register. That's all you do. Then once you do that, you will get an email saying this is your password. This is for the protection, your protection and everybody's protection. So you will get a password. Now, if you see this, we got an email saying that it's come here. MortgageWise had sent you an email. So it gives you a password. So you copy this password and go back. Go back here. Put the password here. Cut and paste. And then put the name of your username and log in. Voila, you have logged in and you become a free member. It's that easy. Once you have those passwords, you can change it anytime you want. By saying you forgot the password, you will get another email, and then you can choose the password, which is easy for you. You can remember. But once you have a site, you can come inside. We don't want anybody who's not a member coming here because there's got a lot of information, and we want people who are serious, who want to take advantage of this. So Of course, within the site, we have about us. We're telling you what we do. We do mortgage tips and videos. We do weekly webinars. We do mortgage consultation right from within your home. And we have these basic videos which you have put up. We're trying to put more every time. We have something called, say, mortgage pre-approval. If you want to hear this, you just press this, and the thing starts. The volume starts.
Let's talk about the pre-approvals now.
So I don't want to, you can please go and see when you go inside. I leave that to you to have a look. And of course, when you want, uh, you want your, you want to reserve your spot for webinars, you can do it from here also. But let's go to the tab here. So we had knowledge-based videos we got, and then you want to book an appointment. Let's go book an appointment. Now you decide you want to talk to somebody. You press book an appointment. Then from within the site, you say what do you want? You want unsecured line of credit? You want refinance? You want a new purchase? If you put a new purchase, and then whom do you want to talk to? We have so many people here, so many specialists. So suppose you want to talk to me, Sarab Sandhu. So now what happens is you go to the next step and you see my calendar here. This is linked with my calendar when I'm available. So you decide you want to talk to me on the 16th at 1 o'clock, right? So you press that, and now you go to book this. So you're a new user. This is again a one-time registration with this system. Then you'll become an existing user. But first time you're doing, you're a new user. So you go to new user, you put George here, last name Sinclair. And your email address was Sarab Sandhu at iCloud.com. And now you can put your own password for this one. So if you put a password as, what is it, George? Password will be password, something simple which you can remember. Then you register and book. Now when you do that, it says order is not confirmed yet. Click on the book now button to book it. So when you book it, bang, you automatically you will get they've sent you a verification link, automatically verify that link. And there's also an email gone to Sarab Sandhu that there's going to be on Monday at 1 o'clock on February 16th, there's going to be a meeting for half an hour on the web or on the phone, depending on what we said. And then that's as simple as that. You just did your own, your own appointment to your convenience when it's available. And of course, the calendar will be populated accordingly. If there was no time available, you won't be able to make a meeting with Mr. Sandhu. You will have to talk to somebody else. But the calendar is linked with my calendar, right? So that's great stuff. Now, here, once you get that, this person will keep reminding you, this program will keep reminding you that your appointment is 6 hours from now, 1 hour from now, 30 minutes from now. So you will never miss it. So that's one thing we have put there, that you will never be missing the appointment. But if you do want to miss out, give us a call so at least we can reschedule. Okay, now we come back to whom do you want to make appointment with? We have another tab called Licensed Specialists. Now we have all these people who are licensed here, right? We have you can talk to them. You can see about a little bit about them, how experienced they are. You can see their profile. You can go to the LinkedIn profile. Um, and LinkedIn profile here. So technically, you get the entire profile about Ranjit Dillon, and we'll come back to the site. And if you want an online application, you can press that, and the application opens up. It's linked with the agent you're talking to, and we come back. So if you have any question, you can always send an email here. But you don't have an email account or whatever, not a worry. Now we can say, contact us. You go to contact us. Here you can write whatever your name, your email address, your message. You send it. It'll come directly to us. You don't need an email client open. You can send the email to us from within. And also we do have our phone number here, which anybody wants to call, and that's our location. But this location doesn't mean much because we are a virtual office. We are covering the entire Canada. So anybody can come there. It's going to be a very busy office. We only have 4 people now on the panel, but we plan to have 20 or 30. So you can choose to your heart's content the best person after listening to them. You're listening to them in a webinar. Let's go to the webinar part. This is what we are watching now. This is how we're going to see it. I just want to show you. If I go to the free webinars, you can register, like this was for a different plan, but here, this is what you're seeing. This is already started. This is exactly, without you doing anything, what program you're seeing is seen from within. You will also start seeing it. This is like a TV. You don't have any technical knowledge required. You sit there, listen as much as you want, get information, and also talk to people whenever you want. And of course, we have a blog which gives you all sorts of articles which is affecting the mortgages if you're the reading type. But you're welcome to spend some time reading what you have to do. And of course, if you do like the site, and I'm sure you would be liking this because this is made purely for the convenience of the client. You have a testimonial section. We have a few testimonials, and like she was talking, but in the end, you would of course want. You went to mortgagewise. You would want to give us a good testimonial because once we've helped you, we want you to be part of the thing because we're going to give you best possible service in this regard. You'll always have a need. Because remember one thing I must tell you here. The bank is not your friend. If you get a mortgage professional, they are dealing for you, finding the best deal for you. And they're not going to match the bank's requirement to your requirement. Your requirement, what the best deal you can get, we will give it to you. And rest assured, that is our promise. But we have today's best rate here, which comes, we have the rate, we got 3 years fixed, 5 years and 5 years variable, 5.15, 2.15. So this is the latest rate which comes here. And of course, the same 15-minute, you have this, you can take this test here, and you have this 15-minute mortgage. You get pre-qualified. There are 8 questions like this, and by the end of the questions, in 15 minutes, you have an email saying that you are qualified. And if for some reason there is no qualification, the reason for deficiency, the professional will call you and help you to get pre-approved. We will see what is wrong with that. But remember, this is a site totally for the convenience of the customer and of course the convenience for us, because now we can give our expertise to more people while sitting in one place. We just channelize the time. That's why we did all this. Everything is compartmentalized, and you get good service and we get good clients. So having said that, I would like you to please become a member. You will get an email. Of course, I forgot to tell you something else. Now, when you become a member, you got this email, the first thing you saw. Here, this is the email to iCloud which says your appointment is confirmed. You know, and of course sometimes in junk we have to check the junk in case there's something which has come from here. And you will also get an email uh, from our autoresponder, which you got to confirm. So then you become part of a list. So we can send you um, weekly newsletters or monthly newsletters, and all the information you require. You become part of a tribe, and we will be glad to serve you. I'm sure you will like this site, and I would like your opinion. And of course, if you like it, give me an endorsement too. That will be fine. And I've come back to the front of the thing, and now we can go back to our live event. Where is it? Here it is. Sorry. Oh. Oh, we have Madam Dillon online while we were explaining how the site worked. Welcome, Mrs. Kamal Dillon. You are experienced and you've been in the industry for a long time. I'd be happy if you could introduce yourself regarding how long you've been in this business and how you can help the people.
Sure. Hi, everyone. It's my pleasure to be talking to all of you. And it's knowing that technology can be put to use in helping the clients getting the answers to their questions. At some point in our lives, all of us need a mortgage and a home to live in, which is not possible without mortgage. So we can get the answers to your questions. First, I would like to introduce myself. I've been in the real estate business over 14 years, and in the mortgage business over more than 8 years so far. And I know ins and out of the business. As a first-time home buyer, I know you have a lot of questions. You're overwhelmed with where to start from, what to do.
Kamal, thank you very much. It was a very nice introduction. Let me ask you, generally, is this a good time to purchase a house or is it good to rent? Let's start from there.
Well, I would say any time is good time to buy a house when you are ready. All you need to see is if you are financially okay to go ahead and make a purchase or to carry on with a house of your own. So it's always a good time. You just a person has to see their own individual financial well-being, and it's the best thing to do as soon as you feel that you're comfortable with the carrying costs and with carrying on with the mortgage and stuff. People have benefited from owning real estate. We have numerous examples in the history. No one has ever gone wrong with buying a home. So any time is good time because the properties keep going up in value. So if you can start today, excellent.
Wonderful. So in Canada, with the interest rate so low, and also the other programs for new immigrants to get a house, you know, with a very low down, like 5% with CMHC insurance. What is the program? If you can highlight that.
Yeah, for the first-time home buyers, actually, the government of Canada has a rebate program, Homebuyers Plan, HBP, which basically allows them to take out money from their RRSPs and use it towards the down payment for buying their home. And the benefit that they receive is that it's tax deductible. They don't pay any taxes if they're using the money from RSPs to buy the house. And for someone who doesn't have that much money to put it into their RSP, they can arrange for RSP loan, borrow money on a loan on a reasonable interest rate, and put it towards their RSPs. So it's a huge benefit that Government of Canada is offering to the first-time home buyers to promote home buying, to make it easy for the home buyers. And another thing is, like, the beauty is that you can buy a house with as low as 5% down. So under the CMHC program, as long as you're qualifying with your income as well as credit, you could buy a house with as low as of 5% of your own money.
What is the CMHC insurance? If I let the listeners know, what is the CMHC insurance?
CMHC insurance, that's a good question. It's Canada Mortgage Housing Corporation. It's a government body, and it insures the banks for any defaults made on the part of a borrower. So if the borrower for some reason fails to make their mortgage payments on time, then CMHC has a provision where they will make up for all the mortgage money lent out by the mortgagee, and then take over the property. So CMHC insurance gives peace of mind to the bankers when they're lending on very low equity of the owner, and it allows home buyers to be able to attain a house. So it's a great program, and if you're putting more than 20% down, then no CMHC applies, because now the borrower has enough equity in the house, and then the bank's risk is low. So at that point, no CMHC is required. But anything under 20% down payment, CMHC has to come into play.
Oh, thank you very much. And you also have a program for self-employed people also. Do they have a little different rules? They also can comply with the 5% rule, or they have to put at least 10% down for people who are self-employed and don't have jobs? They can say that they have a T4 or they have a regular pay. Yeah, they're self-employed and they make their own paycheck. How do you handle that? I want you to put your mortgage cap on now.
Okay, so basically for the self-employed people, it's a little bit different. They have to have a minimum 10 to 15% down payment in order to purchase a house. The reason being is because they like you said, they write their own checks. So after the expenses, their businesses, if they are not making enough income that is required to qualify them qualify them in the GDS and the TDS ratios, in that case they have to come out with more than 5%. So there is a different rule for self-employed people. They have to have minimum of 10% down.
So, needless to say, if I say that there are 5 very important, the application process requires, when we check up the client, that we look at the 5 most important things before the lenders will give us any loan. The 4 C's or 5 C's of lending. If I say it's like first is the credit. Can you speak out about the credit? How the credit is very important when you are giving a mortgage application to a lender?
Yeah, sure. I like to call it CDE. So whenever someone is applying for a mortgage and the borrower is applying for a mortgage, the first thing comes is the credit. So lenders like to look at what is the credit score, and if there are any, they look up for if there are any late payments or debts that are not paid, or if there is any bankruptcies or consumer proposals. So basically, your bureau will tell the lender a lot of things about how you manage your credit and what your payment habits are like and how organized you are in managing your money and paying your bills on time, because that will dictate if you will be paying your mortgage on time. So credit is a very big component to mortgage. And next is the down payment. The down payment dictates, what will be your loan amount. Let's say you're buying a house with 20% down and the purchase price is 400,000. So now your mortgage is only 320. And for with your income, you could qualify for a mortgage of 320. Anything more than that, you may not qualify based on your income. So the down payment in those scenarios where the GDS TDS ratios are not in line, sometimes the clients have to come up with bigger down payment to bring it in line. Next thing is the employment. Employment is very important. Actually, it's the most important when it comes to getting your mortgage approved for loan. So employment, whether you're self-employed, like you said, for people who are salaried or on a full-time employment, there are different rules. They could buy a house with a 5% down payment minimum. But for self-employed, there are more challenges. They might have to come more than 15 and 10% down because their income, when their income is not sufficient to get them qualified, they have to come up with a bigger down payment. So in income, of course, employment and how long you've been working in the industry, how many number of years you've been doing the business for. So that kind of dictates your stability and whether you will continue to be in the same business, and gives the lender reassurance that you're a good client to get a mortgage loan. And the number 4 comes the property. So if all these 3 things, credit, down payment, employment, they are in line, now when someone goes out and purchases a home, then the lender will like to look at the property, what property they are lending mortgage on, whether it's in GTA or outside GTA area, whether it has a septic tank, whether it's a rural, residential. So depending on how much risk they have, if they ever have to take over the property and sell it, so the different lenders have different rules. Some lenders are not comfortable lending on a property that's a rural, residential, or agriculture zone. Some will. So the interest rates can vary quite a bit. So those are the, I would say, 4 most important components of mortgage borrowing.
But I believe we also have from within our site, if you do become a member, that we have all these small videos explaining most of the items. So one can go in detail and listen to it at their own leisure. And everything is given there. And we will have these webinars regularly with new topics, and we will also publish them from within. So if you miss the webinar, you can always go within. We have so much information there. You will get tired of watching it. But let's put it this way: all the ratios and all that, don't get worried about that. That ratio is basically you get paid a certain amount, and whether how much of that portion are you going to use it for mortgage servicing, how much other expenses you have. Those are used to make a ratio, and they have this ratio which is very important for the lenders. But that no need to worry about it. But you can always talk to someone from within the program. She has a link there. You can make a direct appointment with her. You can make an appointment with me. You can make an appointment with Ranjit. There are other people. We have more experts coming there. We'll have more experts. So we will all be giving something of value. You will create a trust for you. And the most important thing is we are not, you don't have to drive all the way to meet us. We can talk like this, exactly like we're talking. We can talk for as long as you want till you get the comfort. All the documents will come via the internet, and only for the closing will you go to your local lawyer. We will arrange all that. So it'll be so smooth, and you won't even believe it. And now, Mr. Dillon, do you have anything else to add which they should be worried about or they should be excited about?
Well, I would say it's the best time to buy a house. Any time is best time, and if you're ready, then go and get yourself pre-approved so that you know how much mortgage you can qualify for and what will be your payments like. It gives you a lot of peace of mind and saves you from any disappointments later on. Before you step out to go and buying for a house, have a pre-approval in your hand.
Thank you very much. I think with that, we will conclude this webinar. We can take it longer if you want, but do send us what topics you want us to cover. We will decide what we want to do, but if you want anything special to be done, we'll be glad to do that. So in the meantime, thank you very much, and Mrs. Dillon, thank you very much for joining too, and have a good night. Thank you. And
Thank
do visit mortgagewise.info and become a member. Mortgagewise.info. Thank you.
Bye now.